The time is 5 o'clock. Here is the world news at 5. First, the top stories. Ogun Assembly considers bill compelling herdsmen to establish cattle ranches. Buhari orders the release of fresh Paris-London loan refund to states. House of Reps doubts the passage of 2017 budget bill this month. Minimum Wage Review Committee may submit report to presidency next week. In foreign, Turkey threatens to scrap migrant deal with EU over diplomatic row, and UK intelligence agency rebukes Donald Trump's allegation of wiretapping him. Good evening, I am Simiat Abaru, bringing you the news in detail shortly. Now the news in detail. A bill seeking to compel herdsmen and others involved in animal rearing in Ogun State to establish cattle ranches for grazing is now before the Ogun State House of Assembly. The bill, which has scaled through the second reading, also seeks to regulate the activities of herdsmen and ban them from carrying arms and other dangerous weapons while rearing animals in the state. Sponsor of the bill, Ganiu Oyedeji, during the House plenary says it would prevent frequent clashes between the herdsmen and farmers in the state and encourage massive production. The House Agriculture and Forestry Committee Chairman Harrison Adeyemi, the Chief Whip Idowu Olowofuja, as well as Akinpe Luaino, Dare Quadri, Adebowale Ujiri and Tunde Sanusi called for the quick passage of the bill. The Speaker, Suraj Adekunbi, referred the bill to the Assembly's Agriculture and Forestry Committee for further consideration. The bill sponsor, Ganiyu Oyedeji, later spoke further with Rock City FM correspondent Fatai Shubande on the importance of the bill. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, Abeokuta District Society, will today hold its year 2017 annual dinner in the Ogun State capital. The dinner, according to the District General Secretary Femi Ogunsoya, will hold by 5:30 p.m. at the banquet hall of the June 12 Cultural Center, Kuto, Abeokuta. The 52nd ICANN President, Deacon Titus Alao Shueton, and other council members will attend the dinner beginning from 5:30 p.m. Activities lined up for the program include a courtesy visit to Governor Ibikunle Amosun by 11 a.m. and a royal visit to the Alaki of Igbaland Oba Aremugbadebo Okukenu at his Ake Palace in Abeokuta by 1 p.m. Former Secretary to the Ogun State Government, Professor Adegbemi Babatunde Onokoya, will deliver the dinner lecture titled Nigeria in Recession, Which Way Out? The dinner's royal father of the day is the Alawowo of Awowo, Oba Olasukomi Tijani, while Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Suraju Adekunbi, is the chairman of the occasion. Members are enjoined to attend and call the Secretariat for further details. The state government are to receive another tranche of the London Paris Club loans refund to ease their financial crisis. President Muhammadu Buhari directs the Finance Ministry and the Central Bank of Nigeria to release the fund at the meeting of the National Economic Council, presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, with state governors in attendance at the Presidential Villa Abuja. Buhari, however, urges the state governors to use the fund to clear their arrears of salaries, pensions, and gratuities to enable workers feed their families, pay rent, and school fees of their children. The president then went round the council chambers, greeting the governors one after the other, thanking them for the display of love and respect to him. Buhari also commended the governors coming together under the Governors Forum and apologized to them for being barred from visiting him while he was away in London. West African Examination Council (WAEC) says it has finalized plans to release the result of its West African Senior Secondary School Certificate (SSCA) within 60 to 65 days of writing the examination. Head of WAEC National Office in Nigeria, Mr. Olu Adenikwekun, announced this to newsmen in Lagos on the sideline of the WAEC 65th anniversary celebration. He says the target is to further reduce the waiting days for the result to 45 days. The WAEC head explains that since he assumed office 15 months ago, he has been striving to reduce the waiting days for the results by candidates. House of Representatives says it cannot guarantee the passage of the 2017 appropriation bill this month. Senate had pledged to finish work on the bill and pass it before the end of the month to pave way for its timely implementation by the presidency. But Media and Public Affairs Committee Chairman of the House, Abdulrazak Namdaz, on Thursday told newsmen in Abuja that members of the House are doing their best to meet the March 31 deadline. He, however, explains that March 31 date for the passage of the bill by the House may not be feasible. Both the Senate President Bukola Saraki and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, had met with President Muhammadu Buhari on the bill this week, after which Saraki promised the delivery of the bill before the end of this month. PDP National Auditor Alhaji Adewale Adeyanju has faulted a prediction by former President Olusegun Obasanjo that the party cannot survive its ongoing leadership crisis. Obasanjo, who quit the party and partisan politics before the 2015 polls during his 80th birthday celebration in Abeokuta, says PDP is dead. Adeyanju, speaking on a Rock City FM program Daybreak Show, says PDP cannot die as predicted by Obasanjo because it has a strong presence in all the country's 8,000 wards. The report of the Technical Committee on the proposed national minimum wage is expected to be ready by next week. Labour and Employment Minister Senator Chris Ngige made this known while briefing newsmen in Abuja on the outcome of the meeting of the Technical Committee on Minimum Wage and Palliatives, attended by officials of the Presidency and the organized labour. The minister says the committee, in its final report to be forwarded to the Presidency, makes recommendations on the framework for the composition, functions and establishment of the tripartite committee that will negotiate the new wage. The tripartite committee, to be constituted by the Presidency, will consist of negotiators from the Presidency, the organized labour and the organized private sector. You are still listening to the World News at 5 from Rock City 101.9 FM. Up next, we bring you foreign, business and sport news. Please stay with us. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has threatened to tear up a key migrant deal with the European Union in a widening dispute with EU government and institutions. The migrant deal, signed in March 2016, saw Turkey promised aid, visa-free travel for its nationals, and accelerated EU membership talks in return for its help in reducing the flow of migrants crossing to Europe. Now, Erdogan said the EU could forget about Turkey readmitting failed asylum seekers who had reached Europe through Turkey, a key part of the agreement. The Turkish government has been enraged by Germany, the Netherlands and other nations' decision to block its officials from holding political rallies in those countries. Turkey hosts more than 3 million refugees, making it the country with the largest refugee population, according to the European Commission. Britain's Communications Intelligence Agency, GCHQ, has issued a statement denying it wiretapped Donald Trump during the US presidential campaign. The unusual move by the agency came after White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer cited claims first made on US TV channel Fox News earlier this week. GCHQ responded by saying the allegations were nonsense, utterly ridiculous, and should be ignored. Mr. Trump has claimed that Trump Tower in New York was under surveillance, but he has provided no evidence for the claim. On Thursday, Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Richard Burr dismissed Mr. Trump's claim his phones were tapped. Mr. Trump had also accused his predecessor, Barack Obama, of wiretapping the Trump Tower during the presidential race. In business, the presidency is considering allocating some marginal oil field to state government in the Niger Delta region as part of its agenda to douse attention in the region. Petroleum Resources Minister of State Ibe Kachiku, who made this known on the television program, says the halt in attacks on oil installations in the region was not achieved through the bribing of the militants, but long-term goals. Kachiku also spoke on the fluctuating price of crude oil, which fell last Tuesday to its lowest level since last November 30. The minister says the fluctuating oil price does not pose immediate threat to the Nigerian economy as various Nigerian crude still sell above $50 per barrel. Finally, sport news. El Kanami Warriors head coach Ladan Bosso and Abia Warriors striker Sunday Adetunji were named NPFL manager and player for February respectively by the League Bloggers Award (LBA). Bosso has been awarded the February LBA Manager recognition after his team El Kanami Warriors had a near excellent run in the months under review in the Nigerian top flight. Adetunji was picked for LBA Player of the Month for February from a shortlist of 4 players that featured El Kanami's Samuel Matthias, Ernest Governor of ABSFC, and Moses Abiye of Aqua United. Adetunji and Bosso will be presented their awards for February in the coming days by the LBA. Mali's Football Association (FEMAFOOT) has been suspended by FIFA under further notice over government interference in football matters. FIFA acted after Mali's sports minister Husseini Amion Guindo dissolved the executive committee of FEMAFOOT. Guindo has also appointed a provisional committee mandated to run FEMAFOOT and set up elections within 12 months. FIFA said the ban would be lifted only when the FEMAFOOT board and president Boubacar Baba Diarra are reinstated. That's the world news at 5, and just before we go, the major stories once again. Ogun Assembly considers bill compelling herdsmen to establish cattle ranches. Buhari orders the release of fresh Paris London loan refund to states. House of Reps doubt the passage of 2017 budget bill this month. A minimum wage review committee may submit report to presidency next week. On the foreign scene, we reported that Turkey threatens to scrap migrant deal with EU over diplomatic row, and UK intelligence agency rebukes Donald Trump's allegation of wiretapping him. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockcityfmradio.com/live. Thank you for listening. I am Simiat Abaru. Good evening.